Hi, this is Rachel from TLC Inspirations, and today we are going to show you how to make a fingerless glove, a very basic one, and it's going to be flat. So we're going to use the ridge stitch, and we're going to create it flat, and then we're going to seam it. So we are going to do a slip knot first, using chunky yarn, size H hook, because I like my gloves chunky. And we're going to do our 21, starting right now. Once we have our 21, we're going to pull our hook out for a second, and we're going to check the length on this. So all we're going to do, I'm going to pull my sleeve up here. We're just going to see if this is where we want it to be. So for me, I've got it little lower than it's right here. So it's just below my middle knuckle on my middle finger. And that means that it would end, if that's where I wore it and where I wanted to wear it, it would end just past my wrist, which is about right for me. Okay, so from here, we're going to skip this first stitch. We're going to do back loop only, and we're just going to do that over and over again. Okay, so I just did my last stitch on this row, and I'm going to chain one, flip it around, and we're going to do the same thing all the way across, and we're going to keep doing that, back loops only. So we're just going to go right through there, and we're just going to keep doing that all the way across through this whole glove until we reach a point where we can stretch this thing vertically around our hand. Okay, you can see how we're getting a nice ridge effect here, and we're just using the single crochet. So that's what's going to give us our stretch when we wrap it around our hand. So it's looking good. Looks like I can reach around. I've got room in here. So I think I'm going to go ahead and stop there, and I'm going to seam. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and give myself a very long tail because I want to use my tail for seaming. So I don't know, 2 feet maybe, 3 feet. And then we're going to pull this through, all the way through, fasten off that end. Okay, so thread your yarn needle. And all we're going to do is whip stitch. If you're unfamiliar with the whip stitch, definitely go see my video on that. We're going to go through the loops closest to us on this, and we're just going to whip that through back and forth. You can see my tail's a little bit long there. And we're just going to come back through the other side. And we're just going to keep doing that until we're to the point where we want to create a thumb hole. Okay, once you get about, I'm going to say approximately a little over half, maybe as far as 2/3 of the way, depending on the size of your glove, you want to decide where you want to put your thumb hole. And you can see this is where we're whip stitching right here. You can see how it's loosening up because I don't have it tied off. And I think I want my thumb hole right about here. I think that looks about right. And that'll give me, I don't know, maybe 5 stitches above. So slide that off. Now, retighten this whip stitch here. And now you're just going to kind of carry on one side. Wherever you've ended your whip stitch, just stay on that side and whip stitch through, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 stitches on just the one side. So you're not seaming, you're just kind of carrying your thread up a little bit. I'm going to do it one more here. Okay, so, and then match your stitches back up and come back through the way you were before. And it looks like we've got about 3 or 4 stitches left, so now we'll combine them. And once you get the first or second one done, you might want to check your thumb hole before you get to the very end, because you might want to pull them out. I'm going to do that. Yeah. I'm going to tighten back up, tighten everything, but don't tighten it too tight. So now we're going to finish up these last whip stitches. Now our glove is finished. Thanks so much for watching TLC Inspirations.